Welcome to the fourth video of the channel, where I will be discussing social factors within sport and how they can play a part in talent development. A few examples that can affect sport are on your screen. Education can have a huge impact with quality of teachers, access to facilities due to the society's income for development, and also the friends within the environment. Friends play an impact due to how they behave or how they treat one another, which shows again from other videos the big importance of equality in sport. If they're supporting, then individuals will be confident to perform, and depending on their interests, then if sport is one of them, then this can reflect onto fellow members of the school to get everyone active. Luckily for me, my social factors were helpful, with the best facilities such as the local sports centre with up-to-date equipment and my friends who had similar interests like I did. For me to take part, family were very important due to money being a big part in development and accessibility. This is why money can stop people from taking part, with being part of the sporting world having a major cost. Having the right people around you and living in a positive community or environment is beneficial due to having a bigger influence on the success rate when under talent development. Coleman and Hasselblad suggest not having the backing from the social factors can cause to a lack of social skills and social bonds. This is bad due to no personal development through strong leadership and confidence skills, and no relationships forming. If they were to form it would cause individuals to have a bigger enjoyment within the world of sport. This is why it's highly considered when undergoing the talent identification process. I may have discussed the importance of social skills, but I want to know what you guys think. Are social skills really necessary when wanting to improve your talent within the sport? Leave your comments in the comment section. The following on your screen are Pandora's 7 points which affect performance and participation. The common trend is behaviour. Me personally, I would have to agree that behaviour from friends, parents and yourself are extremely important to your attitude and keenness to sport. For example, some kids may copy their behaviour just to maintain friends and look like they're not trying to push them away. From here, this can set a domino effect. We'll be having a big likelihood of relationships with coaches and other peers being affected due to a behaviour picked up from just one individual. This is why behaviour management when coaching from the coach's perspective is extremely important to make sure everybody is treated equally and the ones performing actually want to be there. To get you guys more interactive with this video, I would like you to put these 7 points in order of the ones with the most effect to the ones with the least effect. I personally would go encouragement from teachers and parents due to the point that we need transport and the funding to play, and point B, we need the motivation to try new things and learn new skills in order to develop. Juan Cuadrado, who currently plays as a winger for Italian side Juventus, was brought up in a town who suffered from 70% of the population being exposed to violence. At the age of 4, he found his dad dead in the hallway after gunshots from the village. His mum redirected him from playing football, which shows the lack of encouragement from parents, and he had no experience with education, which gave him the lack of opportunities to access in sport. However, after a change of home, he moved to live with his grandma, where he became educated and grown to love football. Aged 14, he was discovered by a scout, who according to Cuadrado himself, became a dad to him due to a lack of support from family, and from there he was given a trial, where he was successful and now he's earning the big bucks playing the sport he has always loved. Education can cause us to judge before we explore the individual. The article explains how after doing research they discovered that black third graders are half as likely as white ones to be included in gifted and talented programs. Due to this, it can give teachers the stereotype that they should focus more on the white and Asian students other than the black and Hispanic students. But why should we do that? Is there really any point in mixed education classes when we're prioritising the white and Asian ones? This is why social factors can affect finding as much talent as we currently do, as we blank out certain people due to research. Money is one of the biggest issues when it comes to social factors and the impact on talent. Athletes have to pay to sign up, pay to get there, pay for the kit, etc. etc. This is why sport can be limited sometimes, with certain families within communities not being able to afford to give their kids the opportunity to do something which they love. But it doesn't stop from there. Money is thought about within the future when making it pro. Football is becoming a business, with clubs wanting to develop athletes in order to make profit from them. This is why certain parents push people away from football, especially with the game worsening by the day. Sorry for the handful of information, but I felt as though it is really important for you to understand this specific topic within talent development. Join me next time on the last video of the channel, where I will discuss the athlete transition and what life can give after the world of sport.